All right, welcome everyone to the breakdown here for the Midwest Open of the NXL 2026 season here stateside. So, like usual, we're going to be splitting this up. So if you've come from the other field sections, welcome. If you are just jumping in for the snake side, make sure that you go for the middle and the Dorito side as well. Also, make sure that you guys are heading over to p8ball.com. If you use the code How to Play Paintball, you'll get 10% off of pretty much everything, and then 5% off of the markers. So go save some money. Go buy some more paint, right? So just as a refresher, let me get my marker here. So we're going to consider snake side is everything over that way. The middle is in between. And then the Dorito side is going to be everything over this way. So again, if you are coming over from the Dorito side or middle breakdown, welcome. If you are here for the snake side, well, let's jump into it and see what we got going on. So something that I was noticing is there's going to be a lot of chaos. This is going to be a definitely interesting layout. I think there's going to be a lot of bunkering, a lot of just craziness. Something I did see, though, is it looks like if you just step off the box right here, you might be able to shoot the snake because they're going to have to either go out and around or straight in. So for the snake players, this guy floating here, it might not be bad to have someone shoot back through here. And I know technically this is still the middle because I know the line is over here. Bear with me, I'm pointing something out. So when you are looking here, I feel like you're going to be able to drop shots straight through here. So if you can catch the snake player right through that gap right there by sitting in that little dead zone right there, it might be worth it. Now, if they go wide, I think that's going to be something that you'll see players do just to change things up. You know, maybe they just bypass that altogether and just go straight in. I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting to see how people play this because there's just a lot going on the snake side. But if they are trying to take this inside route, it looks like you have a shot straight through here. So you could probably drop it straight over there. Now let's see as we're going out who can shoot us. So it looks like that floater might be able to shoot this way. It looks like the can might be able to shoot this way, but I think you're going to get in here just fine and not have to worry too much about the those cross shots. Now, can you do the same thing back? Let's go up a little bit. Yeah, you know, you could shoot at the Dorito can there, so shooting over there could be good. And let's see here. So I'll go back to a normal height. Sorry, normal for me. I know some of you are tall. I don't know so much about staying here just because you're completely blocked out. There's not a lot going on here. It kind of seems like the support you're going to need to get on the snake side is coming from the middle. So, I mean, there's going to be a lot of interesting things that can happen snake way, but I feel like the support this way is going to come from the middle. At least, again, first impressions, right? Now, as we fill out, obviously your mirror, the center can shoot you on the way out. So definitely stuff you got to check off there. So I'm going to go outside and then back in. So we'll go to this Dorito first. Is there any reason to come here? Let's see. It doesn't seem like you can do a whole lot here, but this could be a good kind of transition if they're wide, because you should be able to get underneath the paint there. The issue, though, is going to come from the back center. The center wedge can probably drop it over the top. You might be able to get underneath that, depending on how tall they are. And then the tower. So definitely the middle is someone that you really need to make sure that you're checking off, just to make sure that you're not going to get caught sleeping. Once you're in here, though, that middle is still a threat. Yeah, that tower and that center look like they're going to be pretty strong to slow you down here on the snake side. So, I mean, it's what we saw in the middle breakdown anyway. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot coming from the Dorito way. It doesn't look like there's a lot of shots that you're going to be able to get. So it looks like they're kind of trying to push people down the field. Let's see. So yeah, that tower, is there any bounce shots that can go into there though? Doesn't really look a whole lot like it. Maybe. Just want to go up. Possibly this. Okay, this might be a possibility. So if you are tucked in here, you might be able to bounce it right there, and I wonder if it'll go into the center. That might be a possibility. This one, if you shot off here, I don't know if it's going to skip in enough, but the one off this little W is going to be interesting to maybe bounce into there. So that could definitely be an option to see if that's going to be something that would go in there. Because if that is an option where you know, okay, I can come out and shoot that and it goes in, that could be something that at least puts the guy in or gets the kill for you to make the move. The tower is pretty strong though. This tower, yeah, that guy's going to be a thorn in your side for sure. Down the wire, you can definitely make the move. So actually the line kind of helps us here. So you can make this move outside to this next little wedge. Even if they're hanging out, they're not going to be able to see you. So just stay low and you'll be fine. Let's look here. So not a whole lot inside. I mean, if someone's playing, I guess that can. Could you lean over? Maybe shooting over there, but doesn't look like a whole lot of great stuff. This gap, there's the tower again. Yeah, this tower is going to be an issue. Now, the thing with this snake is that there's a lot of options. So, you know, if you maybe took the inside route and went up, if the can or the center aren't there, if it's just the tower, you can come up into the starfish here, maybe surprise them. If you come out and there's not the can or the back center, if you came right here, I think you might be able to kind of come up through here and then shoot the outside. Could you even do this? Ooh, this could be a possibility. So what I'm looking at here is this is the route that I'm looking at. If you kind of came straight at it and then crawled around, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to get low enough for someone to not shoot you over the top there. It looks like it might be possible though. So just a read that you should probably try. Okay. Yeah, so down the wire here is where someone could actually catch you. So it's not like you can just sit here on the outside. If they get wide, they can definitely catch you that way. Let's go to this 50 brick first and see what we got here. And stand up a little bit. Okay, so you might be able to catch the inside. The Doritos are going to get a little bit tighter there. The little brick, the corner. That tower, it's got a lot of good shots there. This outside tower, I don't know if anyone would be there. Looks like the back center can shoot the outside. This is where you could definitely catch the tower on the wrap. If you came here and popped the top and skimmed right over the top here, or even came up and then just did like a little jump shot, that could be a possibility. It's definitely an interesting snake side. I'm not 100% sure how this is going to play yet. I think it is just going to be kind of crazy. Let's look here. So that shot that we had talked about, so this is where that shot's going to be coming in from. I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to shoot through here. And if the guy isn't low and they're trying to dive through, you might be able to catch him in the pack. So I wonder if the safer route is maybe to overslide just a smidge, so like right here, and then come up instead of, well, maybe if you hug that. I don't know, just something to try out there. Let's look. Okay, so it doesn't really look like the center is able to stop this move. So this one seems pretty free to come up to this snake. But again, this tower and this middle, I think it's going to be important to have people up there. Yeah, it might even be... I wonder if there's going to be some snake guys that are kind of by themselves over here, so that way they can sort of get lost, and then you have more of like a two-man operation in here that can help slow that down. I don't know. This is going to be interesting. That's all I have to say is interesting. I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, the inside move, you might be able to bounce it off here into the tower to sort of put them in, but it's not like you can come around here and not get caught by this guy. Discipline is going to help you. I wonder, though, if you can bounce it off this tower into that can. That might be a possibility. So if the can is this way, you could maybe shoot that. I mean, they can only catch you when you're here. When you're crawling up this way, you would be safe. So it might actually be better to wait till you get here so you can just get a heads up shot instead of a bounce shot. Go into the starfish. Yeah, there's that. You know what? You might be able to stay low enough here and kind of crawl up and around. And this is where you're really going to catch those middle guys, is coming to this outside snake. But you have to make sure that someone isn't wide with you. So that's when it helps having that middle to make sure that they aren't wide with you. Because if you have someone wide with you, you have to worry about that. Let's move into here. So okay, let's say that they don't have the tower yet or the middle. Can you come to this 50 snake and do anything? Okay, it gets a little bit hairier for the Dorito side. I mean, obviously, that way you have to be careful. Yeah, you can't really see anything down the wire, which will help you down the wire, because then this means that you can kind of wrap a little bit harder and be able to see if you can wrap and get any shots in the middle before making a move, and even use this to block you out. Like this wedge section of the starfish down this wire would definitely be able to help you out. Obviously, if there's a middle, they're gonna eat you alive right here. And this tower, the back center does look relatively strong. So like these three, there's probably going to be needing to be someone there. Let's see if we come up into snake 2, or their snake 2. Yeah, it's going to get real sketchy for them. If they don't have, okay, well, this is going to be not very likely. Yeah, I was going to say, if they don't have a back center and a tower, maybe that you might be able to crawl pretty much the length of it. But I highly doubt that that's going to be the case. So would it be better to have someone doubled up with you? If we're looking at this, because you have some decent shots around in this, the 50 brick, the 50 snake here. You can start wrapping. This doesn't really, I mean, if you were going to have two guys in the snake, you're probably wanting to try to spread it, where you have one in this structure here and then another in this outside. But I don't see the benefit in maybe stacking this side, because it's not like you can really stop anyone. So it'll definitely be interesting to see how people play this. I'm not sure exactly how this is going to be best played. Yeah, this is a toughie for sure. So I guess, yeah, tell me what you think in the comments down below. If you haven't gone over to check out the middle and the Dorito side, please make sure that you go ahead and do that, so that way you get a full look at the field. If you've already looked at the middle, you know that it looks like the middle is going to be really helping out this snake side. But, you know, that's why we go and shoot at each other to figure the field out. Yeah, tell me what you think in the comments down below. Again, if you haven't checked out p8ball.com, if you use How to Play Paintball, you get 5% off of any markers and 10% off of any other gear that they have. So huge shout out to them. Thank you so much for Paintball for sponsoring, and good luck, guys. I'll be playing this layout at practice. I actually won't be at the Ohio event. If you guys didn't see, I'll be finishing the season with a section over in Europe, but I'm still going to get some footage out there for you guys and try to figure out maybe some options of how to play. So it's definitely an interesting one. This middle looks like it'll be a good one that I would have liked to have gone up there. But yeah, so anyways, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, remember, watch, learn, win. Thanks.